Hello guys, you are welcome to this particular video. In this video, we are going to be discussing the ABCD pattern and how you can use this pattern effectively in your trading strategy. So basically, the ABCD pattern is a simple yet powerful tool in technical analysis that helps traders identify potential reversals and trade opportunities. So one thing for you to note is that it is a harmonic pattern made up of four key points. Now the four key points are the point A, point B, point C, and point D. As we can see here. Now that maps out a zigzag pattern. You can see the ABCD, it maps out a zigzag pattern on the price chart. Now from point A to B, it is the impulse move. The point A to B is the impulse move. It is the initial strong price move in one direction for a bullish trend, like in this particular example. It is in the upward direction. Had it was a bearish trend, it would have been in a downward direction. Point A to B is the impulse move. It is the trend that establishes the first leg of the pattern. It is called the AB leg. It establishes the first leg of the pattern. Meanwhile, point B to C is just a correction, as we can see here. It is just a correction. Now, after the first impulse move, the price retraces in the opposite direction, and then the BC, one thing for you to know is that the BC leg should typically retrace about 61.8% of the AB leg. But you should know that it might not always be at 61.8%. So you might not want to be waiting for price to get to 61.8 whenever price gets towards 38.2, but most likely it should cross the 23.6. So once the price begins to get towards 38.2, you can start looking out for a possible reversal. Okay, like it happened here at this particular point, it didn't exactly get to 61.8, but in many cases and several cases you can see the price could possibly retrace to 61.8, but it doesn't mean that it must always retrace to 61.8. Okay, now retracements between 38.2 to 50 or even 23.6 to 38.2 can also occur, just like how in this situation it was between 23.6 to 38.2. But know that it is just a correction, right? It is just a correction. And after the correction, of course, the bullish move ought to continue. Now that's where we get into point C to D. Now point C to D is the second impulse move. Remember that A to B was the first impulse move. Point C to D is the second impulse move. And this CD leg is a continuation in the direction of the AB move, right? Now, ideally, the CD leg should be equal in length. Now, it doesn't mean exactly equal, like if AB is 50 points, then CD should be 50 points. Not really. It's just that it should be close to equal. For example, let us measure this. We can see this about 1280 points, and let us see, this should give us close to 1280. As you can see, this is like 1021. So it does not mean that it's going to be exactly the same number of points or number of pips, but at least just by eyesight, by eye level, you can see that they are almost the same length, right? So had it been we wanted to ride from C to D, already knowing this pattern, because having knowledge of the ABCD pattern, when you have knowledge of it, you know that the CD is going to be close in length to the AB. So when we are sure that the C has formed, we can enter a buy and be targeting almost the same length of AB for our take profit. So had it been we had entered a buy right after the 23.6 Fibonacci level, we should have been targeting, perhaps we can just target like 80% of AB as our take profit, and then we would have locked in some profits in that particular trade. That is if you want to trade the CD leg, right? Okay, now point D is usually the reversal zone. When the price reaches D, it's a signal that the market may reverse again. Now, this is a potential entry trade for those who like trading counter trend, right? If you want to trade trend reversals, you might want to be targeting entering a sell right after point D has formed, okay? And if you had entered a sell, then you can be targeting around half of C to D. You can be targeting around half. You just have to confirm that point D has fully formed, because if point D has not fully formed and you enter a sell, you might end up making losses if the price continues to go up. So you can use some additional indicators just to confirm if point D has formed. Maybe you can use stochastics to check for overbought regions. You can use the RSI, and you can also be looking out for some some bearish candle reversal patterns, just like how we can see here. We can see this is a bearish pattern. Perhaps after this we should have considered entering a sell, and then you have to like set your stop loss some pips away from the high. So we'd have probably set our stop loss like maybe 50 pips away, and then we can be targeting the next support level for our take profit, and we would have gotten some profits from this. Now, the main reversal might not happen immediately, because sometimes after a bullish move, there's usually consolidation before a longer reversal happens. So if you are trading the counter trend, you might want to like target not too far. Yeah, you might just want to target the nearest support level, so long as your risk to reward ratio is good enough. Okay, now when you want to find trade opportunities, it's important you have to know how to identify each of those points: the AB, which is the first impulsive move, the BC, which is the corrective move, and the CD, which is almost equal in length to the AB, the second impulsive move. And after the D forms, chances are that we might see a reversal or a consolidation. If the bullish momentum persists, even after the D is formed, there could be a consolidation and a resumption of a bullish move. But right after D forms, some traders can use that as an opportunity to sell in the short term. We can see there was a sell opportunity here as the resistance already formed. There was another sell opportunity. You can see a consolidation happening around here. Okay, so this presented sell opportunities. Now, some practical tips for you to know is using Fibonacci tool. Fibonacci is very effective in this strategy, the use of Fibonacci tools, right? Accurate Fibonacci retracements and extension tools can help confirm whether an ABCD pattern is forming. Now you can see that even in this video, we use the Fibonacci retracement to measure this ABCD move, right? So we need Fibonacci tool. You can actually use the Fibonacci retracement. You can just focus on Fibonacci retracements at least to gauge the length of the A to B and your anticipated the anticipated point to which the C will reach, right? Because we know that we can be targeting close to 38.2 or up to 61.8 for point C. So when you're using your Fibonacci retracement tool, you can be able to time when the correction move is possibly ending, right? You can be able to time it to know when the BC leg is possibly ending. Now you need to also pay attention to time. The time that it takes to form the AB leg should be close to the time that it takes to form the CD leg, just like how the length is almost the same. But it doesn't mean that the time also is going to be exactly the same, okay? So if you want to pay attention to the time, you can just like give some margin of error. So if you are using the 1 hour time frame, you might like want to like give maybe like 3 hours margin of error. If you're using the 30 minutes time frame, maybe you can use like 1 hour 30 minutes margin of error, and like that. So it may not exactly be the same, but it should be close. Like we can see from here to here was about let us start from here. This was 9 o'clock, and this was because this was actually the highest point of B before the retracement started. So this was like from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock the next day, right? Like about 5 o'clock the next day. That's like close to 24 hours. That should be 6 hours away from 9 o'clock, 5 o'clock the next day. That's 4 hours away from 9 o'clock. That's 20 hours, right? 20 hours. Then from C should be like the lowest point. From C being 11 o'clock on the 24th. So where is the highest point on D? It should be around here. To 15 o'clock the next day. 11 o'clock to 15 o'clock. You can see this was 28 hours. This was 28 hours. So that was like an additional 8 hours. So it's an additional 8 hours. That if we are checking from the lowest point to the highest point, yeah, I used the lowest point to highest point to measure it. That's why I used here to about here, and then here to here. Yeah, so that was what gave us the 20 hours and 24 and 28 hours gap. So you can see that the distance is quite um reasonable, about 20%. Is it 20% or 40%? Yeah, 40% difference. 40% difference, right? So it's not exactly very close. So it's just if you want to pay attention to time, you can also use that as additional um tip. Yeah, but your main focus should not be on the timing. The length should even be of more priority to you than the timing. Okay. Now, also, you may not want to enter a trade solely based on the ABCD pattern. Okay, you might want to look for other confirmations like support and resistance levels. Remember that if for example you want to trade the C to D, you will need a resistance level to know when to exit in some cases, or you can just like measure the length from A to B and then use like 80% of that length to target your exit. But if there is a resistance in the way, you might want to exit at the resistance. So using support and resistance levels can serve as extra confirmations, and you can also use other indicators for extra confirmations as well. And make sure you place your stop loss just below the swing low. For example, if you are taking a buy, like if you're taking a buy, this is a bullish trend. So for a buy, if you're taking a buy, for example, from here to here, you might want to set your stop loss right below the swing low, okay? And then you'll take profit at the nearest resistance, or you can measure this to this. Then when you are trying to counter trend, right? Trade a counter trend, like at the end of the D, when the D has formed, you can decide to enter a sell stop loss above the swing high, and then you can be targeting the nearest support, just like we have here, the nearest support for your take profit, right? So basically, this is how the ABCD pattern works. By mastering the ABCD pattern, you'll be able to spot potential reversal zones with precision and improve your timing for entering and exiting trades. I hope you found this video insightful. Kindly like and subscribe for more. Cheers and happy trading.